Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Georgia Institute of Technology, the Office of Institute Diversity, and OMED Educational Services, we'd like to welcome you to the 17th annual celebration of the Tower Awards. Since its inception, Tower Awards has become an event where academic excellence and equity at Georgia Tech are displayed. Nowhere else will you find this amount of talent and diversity together in one room. Faculty, staff, parents, thank you for joining us as we celebrate student success. Students, tonight, stand tall. Stand like Tech Tower stands on our campus. Be proud of your hard work and your dedication. And enjoy, because tonight is your night. Damas y caballeros, en nombre del Georgia Institute of Technology, la Oficina para Diversidad Institucional y OMED Servicios Educativos, les damos la bienvenida a la 17ª celebración de los Tower Awards. Desde su creación, Tower Awards ha sido un evento donde se aprecia la excelencia académica y la equidad en Georgia Tech. En ningún otro sitio podemos ver esta cantidad de talento y diversidad juntos en un solo espacio. Profesores, personal, padres de familia, gracias por acompañarnos esta noche para celebrar los éxitos de nuestros estudiantes. Estudiantes, esta noche mantengan la cabeza en alto, tan alto como Tech Tower. Estén orgullosos de su esfuerzo y dedicación y disfruten, porque esta noche es su noche. First, we would like to start with a welcome from our 11th president, Dr. G.P. Budd Peterson. Dr. Peterson is also celebrating his second anniversary as head of Georgia Tech. Dr. Peterson.
Thank you very much, Beatrice. It's a pleasure to be here and to be able to welcome so many of you here. You know, you've worked very hard in your time at Georgia Tech, whether you're a first year and happy to have almost made it through your first year at Georgia Tech, or a second year, third year, fourth year, or maybe fifth year. You're all celebrating. You're celebrating the successes that you've had at Georgia Tech and the successes that you'll have in the rest of your life. And I want to encourage you to press on. Your education is one of the best investments in your future that you can make. Know that when you graduate, you'll be highly sought after. Last fall, the Wall Street Journal printed the results of a survey that they did of companies, 29 companies that hired more than 43,000 graduates. And they ranked Georgia Tech number 7th in the nation for the preference in recruiting of engineering students, and number 1 in terms of recruiting of students that graduated with engineering degrees, number 3 for management information systems, and number 4 for computer sciences. This summer, the Atlanta Business Chronicle printed the results of Payscale.com's annual salary survey and ranked Georgia Tech as one of the best investments in higher education around the country. But you know, it's not all about earning potential. You're preparing to become leaders, and I hope that while you're here at Georgia Tech, that you'll participate in one of the more than 400 student groups that we have across campus. I think many of you know that this year we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the matriculation of the first African American students. It's a year-long celebration, and it is in fact a celebration where we recognize the prominence that Georgia Tech has as a national leader in providing underrepresented minorities and women in the engineering, science, and technology professions. Our commitment to diversity has been long-standing, and we've reinforced that commitment recently with the elevation of the position to Vice President of Institute Diversity, and are pleased to welcome Dr. Archie Irvin here with us tonight. Dr. Irvin? You know, success in life is seldom a one-person effort. Many of you have family and friends with you this evening who have stood alongside you during your time here at Georgia Tech and before you came to Tech. They cheered you on, they supported you, and they helped you be successful. Would the family and friends please stand, and let's give them a round of applause. I'd also like to recognize the faculty and staff who've helped support you in your endeavors. Would they stand and be recognized? Faculty and staff. And there's one more important group we'd like to recognize tonight, and that's the corporate supporters who are investing in your futures. Thank you for your ongoing commitment to these students and to Georgia Tech. Would you stand and be recognized? Corporate sponsors. And finally, to those of you who are graduating this May, or this summer, or in December, this will be your last Tower Awards banquet, and I want to congratulate you, and I look forward to shaking your hands as you cross the stage and begin what I hope is a remarkable career as you move forward to try to solve some of the world's most pressing problems. Thank you, enjoy the evening, and go Jackets.
Dr. Irvin will also share some welcome remarks with you. Dr. Irvin serves as Georgia Tech's inaugural Vice President for Institute Diversity. Let's welcome Dr. Irvin.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you. A president is always a tough act to follow because he's so thorough and he says everything that's important to say. So I'm going to take my notes and put them in my pocket because I think I need to ad-lib a little bit. I want to comment on a couple of things, though. I want to thank our colleagues in OMED for putting together this outstanding event. I am fully cognizant of the power of Georgia Tech by looking at the people in this room because I recognize what this institution is doing to change the landscape of America, and I'm so proud to be a part of that tradition. It's another tradition where I come from in recognizing the shoulders that we stand on, and we're not ashamed to say all the students in the room should reach over, and if you have a parent with you, kiss them on their cheek and thank them for all that they did to help you get to this point in time because they were a part of what you're doing tonight. And I will guarantee you that every student in this room knows full well the meaning of this old maxim that says the only place in life where work or success comes before work is in the dictionary. To get here tonight, you had to work hard to be successful. And I want to commend you for everything you've done and to be honored here tonight. So this is a night where we will honor lots of students for all of the academic reasons that we should be doing as members of a great institution like this. There is a partnership of dedicated staff, faculty, administrative leaders, family, friends, and of course, as the president said, our corporate sponsors who help make this event possible. It does, in fact, take a village, and we're evidence of that tonight. So I'm going to enjoy my night, my first night at the Tower events, and say congratulations to my colleague in OMED Educational Services for what I believe to be a job well done. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Georgia Institute of Technology, the Office of the Institute of Diversity, and OMED Educational Services, I'd like to welcome you to the 17th Annual OMED Tower Awards, a celebration of academic performance. My name is S. Gordon Moore, Jr. I'm the Managing Partner and Director. I am a two-time graduate of the Georgia Institute of Technology, and tonight you will get a chance to see some of the best and brightest that Georgia Tech has to offer. Tonight we celebrate outstanding student performance here at Georgia Tech. This is their night for recognition of a job well done. If you leave here tonight without meeting at least a few of them, then you have done yourself an injustice. Now, there is instructions that go on all throughout this night, so students, I need you to pay very close attention to your category. The first group of students that I would like to ask to stand up and move expeditiously out that side door exit are those students who are indicated in the program as recipients of academic yearly awards. Again, if you are a student who is getting an academic year award, I need you to stand up and move expeditiously out the door. That means now. So before we get to those yearly awards, I want to begin the celebration by recognizing the newest members of this talented group. I would like all first-year students to stand. These students are listed in your program under freshman recognition and dual degree and transfer student recognition. Please stand. These students are here because all of them have completed at least one full term at Georgia Tech with a cumulative academic GPA that would qualify them for our gold, silver, and bronze range. I would like to make special mention of the following first-year freshmen and dual degree transfers. Would the following people please stand? All of you can sit. And if the following people could stand: Ashley Barnes, William Bennett, Jonathan Betancourt, Carlos Calixtro, Christian Colin, Katina Crittenden, Gian DiCarlo, Andrew Estes, Aaron Gloucester, Amelia Gonzalez, Ryan Henderson, Christopher Hood, Philip Johnson, Elena Joy, Johan Magdaleno, Mariano Morales, Alec Nab, Naki Narti, Nicholas Pecan, Pablo Ramirez, Brianna Richardson, Naomi Robert, Gabriel Rodriguez, Sabria Struthers, Max Tensky, Michael Valdez, Alfredo Valverde, Grant Vevi, Maria Villa Garcia, Mark Warrior, and Jaron Williams. The folks that I've just called and asked to stand are all freshmen who have completed their first terms here with a perfect 4.0 GPA. I'd like the following students to please stand: Deji Ajamo, Aniaku, Anne Bollier, David Brown, Carlos Chare, Sarah Garcia, Amadou Guam, Luis Romero, Luis Saldano, and Justin Waller. The students who are standing right now are our dual degree transfer students who have finished their first term with a perfect 4.0. These first-year students are here tonight so that we can continue to encourage them in their pursuit of academic excellence. Tonight, these students have already received their Tower Awards medal that they are wearing around their necks. It is our hope that they, along with many of their peers, will be walking across this stage in years to come.